If water is disturbing your place and everywhere is looking like a mess like this one and your paints are peeling off, this is the solution to it. But before I start, let me give you some disclaimer. This particular chemical has its own strengths. It might not work for some certain level of water. That is, there's low level, there's medium level, and there's high level. Some level is just like somebody going to the hospital. There's somebody in coma, there's somebody that only needs paracetamol. So this one is just like paracetamol treatment. If your own is serious, there are other chemicals you need to use. That aside, the first thing you need to do is to remove all the plastering, because water is affecting the plastering. That is, all the plastering they do on the wall, you need to remove it until you see all this block. You see all this block? Yes, this is the original block they use in molding this house. So until you see it, you need to remove it across everywhere that water is disturbing. So that is what you need to do. So after removing it, you need to wet it. You need to pour water on the surface, wet it several times so that it is wet. The reason is for the chemical you want to put to stick very well to the wall so that it won't be falling off later. So this particular chemical, in this case, because it's a very low situation, the level of dampness is not too high. So we are only going to use Costa 2K. But if your own is on the moderate, like a medium level, higher than this one, there's another chemical you use before you use this particular one. We call that one Crystal Coat. So instead of using this one first, you use that one, then you now use this one on top. So this particular one is Costa 2K. So you pour the liquid in a bucket like this one, and then you pour the cement, you mix it until you get something like a paste. Just look at it. You can use a mechanical mixer or you use stick. Find a stick, use it to mix it. Make sure you cover your nose because this chemical can make you start coughing. Just pour it inside the liquid. You don't need water with this, just the solution. Just mix it. Use stick or a mixer to mix it until you get a paste. So once you get that paste, you can now find a roller that those painters usually use, or you find a brush, a hand brush that painters also use, or a trowel that all these bricklayers use. You can use it to apply it on the wall. Make sure you wet the wall again before you apply it. So make sure you also mix it very well thoroughly. After mixing very well, make sure you use the roller or the brush to apply it on the wall, just the way we are doing here. So apply it on the wall on every part of the affected area, all the places you've already removed the plastering. So apply it. This thing is like cement. You apply it, then you wait for it to dry. Once it's dry, after 24 hours, you come back, you wet it. This is so that the chemical will be strong. We call it curing, for it, the chemical to be very, very strong so that it can withstand any water that comes in contact with it. So you wet it. You can find a bottle water like this, then you pour water, just make a hole at the top and use it to wet it, just the way I'm doing. Do that after 24 hours. Then after 48 hours, you also do the same thing. So after that, you wait for it to dry and then you do your plastering. That is, they replaster the place just as if you want to plaster your place afresh. So once they plaster everywhere, then you can do screeding if you want to do screeding, or you can just paint on it directly. That is the plastering. You know, they have plaster on this particular chemical now, but I'm not showing the way they are plastering here. And that is exactly how to apply the chemical that will help you stop water from messing up your walls. So if you have any question, you can leave it in the comments. I'll be there to respond.